It wasn't like the prequels, don't get me wrong, but what are your final thoughts? Final thoughts, and let's give a rating.
All right, it's as simple as this. It wasn't episode 1. All right,
But
and
is
it
that
was
hard
almost
to
episode 4. Yeah. All right. Having that been said, was I entertained? Yes. Was I disconnected? Quite a bit. And the sad thing was, as soon as I got reconnected to the movie, it disconnected me again.
And again and again.
And this happened enough times for me to actually sit back and be like, okay, I'm glad I didn't pay full price.
$15 for it? $16?
If I had paid $15 for it, I'd be upset.
If I would have waited in a long line for this, I would have been upset.
Yeah. I mean,
it wasn't a perfect movie, but it wasn't the worst. It wasn't Sharktopus.
No. Like I said, it
But-
wasn't episode 1.
Yeah, it wasn't episode 1. Okay, fine.
I mean, to play the middle ground, all right. 'Cause, my whole thing is, like I said, it's not episode 1, but to be completely honest, that's not saying too much. All right.
Like I said, if they would have had Misa Jar Jar Binks in here, then
He could
yeah.
have showed up in that bar, but he did, and you know, it's not.
If he would have showed up, I would have left.
It's not.
We would have walked out of the theater.
Yeah.
It's not.
Read
It's not-
the rest online.
I would have walked around the mall,
Jeez.
wait for y'all to get out.
Oh, you weren't gonna leave us in there alone.
Yeah, I
Fuck
was.
you. No, you weren't.
Yeah, you two and Jar Jar Binks. By
Wait a
yourselves.
minute. Who says we would have stayed behind?
Hey, that didn't concern me. If Jar Jar Binks would have showed up, you guys would have watched it by yourself.
That's the way a real friend does. Okay?
All I know is that I really wasn't. If you've seen any of the other videos that we've done, I really wasn't giving any excuse to debate whether or not I wanted to finish my icy right there in the theater seat.
I finished the icy.
So I mean,
Didn't finish the popcorn though.
you know what? On my
But then
end,
again, who does?
I was thoroughly entertained.
Mhm.
All right. Entertained well enough. Like I said, it pays homage to episode 4, both to its credit and also to its detriment. All right. My thing was that there were portions of the movie that knocked me out of it. Nothing in my mind that was extremely egregious.
Mhm.
All right. But I couldn't shake the feeling, like what was said in the beginning of this video. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
All right. I couldn't shake that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Not saying that. Look, I'm not a movie producer. I'm not a movie director. I'm not going to say that J.J. Abrams could have done better. All right. I'm actually surprised that he doesn't have as many lens flares in the movie as there was. You know. No, because
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah, you know.
Judging.
I mean, he
I
had
agree
more
with
than
you.
enough opportunities to go ahead and do that.
I
You know, and
agree.
all of us would have been sitting there looking at the screen like, the fuck, JJ?
Mhm.
Goddamn. But you know, I mean, I'd say it's a fair start. It's a fair start to the new trilogy that they're working on.
Okay, they better get better from here.
Hey, all I know is that if the subsequent movies, all right, my approach to the subsequent movies are like my approach to The Force Awakens. I'm gonna see it like maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, like I did with this movie.
Mhm.
All right, I'm not gonna see it during. I'm not gonna pay full price.
No.
All right, not that I don't love movies. It's just that it's one of those things where I'm not.
I'm
not
debating on if I
on
want
that,
to see
you know.
8 or 9 in the theater.
In the theater,
We'll see.
I'm debating.
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Like I say, it didn't get as bad as the prequels. So
No.
this one, 8 and 9 still has a shot
Mhm.
as far as making it into the theaters and us going to see it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not putting it.
Like I said, I'm not
holding-
saying no indefinitely. I'm just saying I'm debating.
You know, I mean, if I were to go ahead and actually rate the movie, all right,
Yeah,
you
final
know,
ratings.
on a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. All right, I would have to give this movie a solid 7. All right, it's definitely entertaining for me. All right, there are issues. Okay,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, there isn't just a small amount of issues that knock me out of the movie. There's enough where I'm like, ooh,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't, and the problem is that the nostalgia card is played well, but at the same time it's so familiar that I'm like, it might be
Mhm.
a little overplayed.
Yeah,
You know?
it was a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say there?
See, I'm kind of on the same boat with you. Those disconnections screwed me probably a little bit more than they screwed with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd have to give it a 6, only on the grounds of not the nostalgia didn't bother me so much.
Mhm.
The disconnections is what got me.
Okay.
All right, the disconnections more than anything else in this movie. If these things were fixed and they made sense and they were logical, I could give it a 9 easy.
I gotta agree with Theory. 6 for me, and for the exact same reasons. It was the disconnections that bothered me. The nostalgia point, I was expecting nostalgia points.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. Almost in every fucking movie that happens to a degree.
Yeah.
But the way that they did the disconnections actually got to me, and it was just like, okay, look, you can't. Come on, there has to be a way back from this. And then when there finally was, there were more disconnections.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the disconnections were from pretty much beginning to almost the end, and that's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And that's what really bothered me. Don't get me wrong, people. I was entertained by the movie.
I was entertained.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Yes, if you haven't seen it by now, it's worth a matinee.
Yeah.
It's not worth paying full price in my
Yeah.
opinion, but it's worth a matinee showing.
And I'm not even gonna talk shit about the folks who went ahead and saw it opening day. If you're that much of a fan, you went ahead and this is
Hey,
one of those
to
types.
each their own.
Yeah, if this is one of those types of things that you want to go ahead and bring your kids to and everything else,
Mhm.
I tell you what, the folks who went ahead and had kids that they were gonna bring this stuff to, and they're like, hey, look, this is stuff that like really got me into things. Like when I was a kid, this is shit that got me riled up and made my imagination fly.
Mhm.
At least they're not dealing with the sort of confusing disappointment that the folks were dealing with episode 1.
That's true.
True.
You know, I mean, the one thing that a lot of people said when Disney finally went ahead and bought Lucasfilm, LucasArts, and everything, a lot of folks were like, "Oh, they're gonna fuck up Star Wars." How could they have? Really?
That's the one thing I wasn't afraid of.
Yeah,
was Disney
past the
screwing up Star
prequels.
Wars.
Yeah, past the prequels.
See, here's the thing. When Disney tends to buy certain things, they do it a decent amount of justice.
Yeah.
Except
Or-
for Pocahontas.
You mean Avatar? Wait, that's not Disney.
Aren't
That's,
those the same thing?
yeah. But
Pocahontas in space.
Oh.
you know,
But yeah.
Okay.
Ultimately, I wasn't afraid that Disney was going to screw up Star Wars.
No.
All right.
me
Because for years they've done great things with Star Wars.
Yeah.
All right. Like when I go to every time I've been to Disneyland, I had to make a stop at Star Tours because
Well,
it's
Star
damn
Tours
good.
is one of the things. Yeah.
It's
Because that's based on the old Star Wars, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, they take care of their franchises at least.
Yeah.
Well, most of them.
Most of them.
Well, at least they have the sense to go ahead and move out of the way
Mm-hmm.
and allow folks who, I'd say, level-headed fans who are enthusiastic about their properties to go ahead and actually handle them.
Right.
Okay. You can't. You can't detract that from any of the last few Disney IPs. All right. Whoever was crazy enough to say, "Hey, we can make a movie on Pirates of the Caribbean," considering that it was
All right.
a ride, yeah, and there was no previous story behind it.
Right.
That was great.
And then they added elements of the movie to the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when somebody, not too long ago went ahead and said, "Hey, look, why don't we revisit Tron?"
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome too.
Yeah, they didn't
And
mess
then
that
there
up.
was Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland, which is very underrated,
Mm-hmm.
I liked it a lot.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Never seen. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, if you watch it, it's
Okay.
It can't be explained
Okay. I know.
in the trailer. Let's just say
Okay.
that. All right.
All right.
But Tomorrowland was great, and just like they're doing with a lot of their updates and stuff, a lot of it's turning out good because they have fans who are working on this. It's obvious that J.J. Abrams is a fan. I'd have to say that.
At least they didn't overdo it with the lightsabers.
Yeah, I'd have to say that I'm probably, more. I can admit that I'm more. I anticipate the set. Oh, excuse me, 8 and 9 more now that I've seen The Force Awakens than I was before I saw this movie.
We just got done with the Han Solo movie. Maybe the next 2 will be Luke movie.
Yeah, no, Luke's gonna end up in carbonite.
Or Leia.
Yeah.
Somebody's
somebody's
gonna
Somebody's gonna get stuck in carbonite.
Maybe it'll be Finn.
Maybe it'll be Finn. You think it'll be Finn?
No, I think it'll be Finn.
If they really do the cut and paste thing, it's gonna be Poe.
Yeah, he's the new Han in this situation, so to speak.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our review, our tear down of Star Wars Episode 7.
Spoilerific, more like
The Force Awakens.
Reasonrific.
It was awakened, but I'm not sure if it stayed up that long. So
No, on the contrary, I think it stayed up a little bit too long. A little tired.
well, it stayed up and it went to sleep. That was the disconnection. It was awake, went to sleep, wake, dozed off, wake.
It awoken and didn't have its soldiers.
Oh yeah. So that's our review. Questions, comments below. Please want to hear from you because maybe we missed something. Once again, I'm always open for a debate. I'm always open for conversation.
I'm pretty sure there are things that we could have brought up that we didn't.
Yeah.
But in general, this video is already an hour long.
I'll cut it up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. For theory, for Reverend, this is the theme, and we'll see you later. Credits.